Hey, it's Filet, and you're watching Filet TV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm a cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. All right, today we are going to be looking at some tiny little trident maples leafing out after I defoliated the dead leaves. And as a bonus, I bought 3 brand new trees just so we could take a look at what they start out when they're just little saplings. These are from the JONSTEEN Tree Company. So if this is something you're interested in, let's get started. First things first, I wanted to get these 3 little pots labeled. So, since they lost all their leaves, it's going to be easy to lose them in the crowd of other pots. So it's very important to write down what is in these pots before you put them aside. So we're going to start there. Trident maple 3 times. But make sure you stay to the end because there is a bonus with a 4th tree that I didn't even know would be there. All right, I decided to go ahead and do a video right now before I do anything. This is a little shipment of trees that I just got from the Sequoia Tree Company. And what I got is a couple of Yoshino cherries, which I thought would be kind of fun to grow. And I also got a little baby sycamore. Since I got my sycamore pre-bonsai started. The ones I really wanted to show you guys was this little group of 3 trident maples. Okay, so here we are, the 23rd of October, so we're just a couple of weeks into autumn, and these are already dormant. They came in the mail today, and I'm getting to get ready to pot them up and set them aside until springtime, but I figured I would show you a little something that's going on. Okay, as you can see, I've went and labeled my 3 pots, trident maple. I guess I could have dated it. That'd be the smart thing to do. I'm gonna go back and date this so I can keep track of when I first planted these. Here we have 3 trident maples. They come just like this, no forestry tube or nothing. They're just sitting in these plastic bags, which makes it nice and easy. So I've made my mixture of just, compost and perlite and a little bit of dirt and mix those together. And I've just kind of pushed my hand in there to make enough of a valley for them to sit in. And we're gonna go ahead and take these out now and look at them. You would think that these would be just individual tubes, judging by the way they plant them. Let's see if we can get a good look at these as they separate. You can see a nice little root structure on each one of these. These are about 1 year to 2 years old, just like the other ones that I showed you. And I'm going to go ahead and just insert each one of these in here. And I'm just going to fit the soil around. I could see that, I'll get you a close-up, but there's a little something growing next to it. It might be a side branch coming off already. And same thing down here, there's a little root growing. But that's just a leaf. That's great, it's got a little tiny bit of movement to it. So I'm just going to try and get these in here as far as I can. And we're just going to give it a season, for the rest of the season, just to, continue its dormancy, and then springtime they'll come back to life. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plant these up, and these are gonna just go sit in the sun with the other new trees. I didn't expect these little roots to be so long, but I don't want to trim anything until just before spring. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, loosely set these in here, top it off with a little bit extra soil, and set them out in the sun. All right, as you remember, I showed you there was a little offshoot growing right there. So I went and pulled that up and then plucked it out, and here it is. So you can see it's actually another tree that is just having a difficult time starting off in life. But I separated it, and it's its own root. So I went and marked this Trident maple offshoot, and I dated it 10/24/22, just like I did the other ones. And we're gonna try and see if we could rescue this other little guy. It's kind of neat on my little cherry trees. There was also an offshoot there, and I was able to rescue that and put it in another pot, and it's actually, hopefully it's gonna thrive. So we got 4. Ordered 3, got 4. So this is it. We're gonna get these planted. Like I said, sit in the shade for the rest of the fall season, and we're gonna come back at springtime and look at part 2 of growing these Trident maples from seedlings. All right, now let's take a quick look in the garden at the other 3 Trident maples that I started just last year. All right, these little Tridents are 3 years old. They looked exactly the same as those ones I just showed you 2 years ago. This one has been cropped a number of times to get the height and the thickness out of it. It's got some nice side branching going on. I'm gonna get ready to air layer part of this out. This one I just kept cropping it from the top and grew it kind of broom style. Where this one I didn't do anything, it just never really took off. It's always stayed in 1 gallon. And I just recently noticed all the leaves had died off on all these trees, so I went defoliated everything and forgot what this one was because it wasn't marked. And I thought it was a little crepe myrtle, and I just set it aside after plucking all the leaves off because I didn't pay attention to it, and then it leafed back out. So what I'm going to do is focus on this little guy right here in the center and show you this thing leafing out over a matter of a couple of days. But this is pretty cool. Trident maples I'm pretty excited about. Like I said, these are 2 years old, and this one's going to get cropped down a little harder. We're going to do a little bit of massage into this one, and the same thing, wiring this one up in future episodes. But for now, like I said, I wanted to just start out by showing you those 3 little Trident maples, what they look like when they first get here. And I'm gonna go ahead and get those into pots and secure them for the springtime. Check out how tiny these leaves are. This is just like literally a matter of a week, maybe 10 days, and the leaves grew to these tiny little things. This whole little tree is kind of stunted. It's like one of my favorites now.
Enjoy.
All right, and lastly, we put them, the 5 containers I have, which is 4 Trident maples now, and I also put my sycamore, and they just put them in this little nursery tray here so they won't get knocked over, and I'll put them over by the fountain under the sun where they still get some nice all-day sunshine. And I'll keep an eye on them because it still does get pretty hot here, even though we are in fall. We still have plenty of heat to come. Anyways, there you have it. Trident maples with my American sycamores. I put a couple sticks in there to keep the squirrels out, I hope, because they do dig around here. But either way, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come along with me on this journey as I fix up old Volkswagens and play with my trees in my retirement. Thanks for watching. The Gearhead Gardener on Fillet TV.